Hi, and welcome to the Shelley Studio, and this video is my journaling for the My Creative Year Facebook group for January. I know it's late coming out. I've just sort of, as I've went along in the months, I've just sort of filmed while creating. So I had to find all these bits and pieces and put them together. So it's a little long. This part is January, and then I'll have another one for February. And I just finished March, and now it's April. So anyway, I created my word of the year, which is determination. I decided to take that out. It was too cumbersome to work in my journal. So I'm going to figure out how to get that to fit on, and that will be my first page. So the pages, the little inserts that I created, I took a 9x12, I believe, page and folded the first section, like I folded it in half, not quite in half. I folded them so that they would fit in a traveler's notebook size notebook, and then each section had a little flap on the side that was longer, and I just folded that over and figured it could be like a tip-in kind of thing, have a little extra flap and make it a little bit more interesting. You might get the idea if you watch a little while and see how I actually created that. So this first page here is going to be, I guess, my cover, because it will have my word of the year. I was going to create an actual page for my word of the year, but I just decided to use my Art Snacks little sample thing that I created when I was playing with I believe it was the January Art Snacks, and just did it on an index card. So that is where this is going. And it's going to go sideways because pretty sure I put it sideways because it doesn't exactly fit. It's a little bit wider than this, so. And I'm just putting the year on because this is the very first page. And I'm trying to make it look fancy. This is my faux calligraphy. And I'm just using my Tombow Aqua glue. I've seen Mike Deacon use it and thought I wanted to give it a try. And so I bought some, and then I'd forgotten that I bought it and hadn't used it. So I bought another one. So now I have two. I have plenty of liquid glue, I think. I don't use it a lot. I use mostly matte medium or glue stick, but we're going to use up some of this liquid glue. There we go. Alright, so I feel like it needs more, so we're going to just kind of make a little dot and dash border around it. And if I'm going too slow, this is sped up, but if I'm going too slow for you, just, you can set the speed and speed it up if you want. Oh, and this insert is made with just the pamphlet stitch, so it's just real simple. And I found that phrase in a magazine and just had it in my stash and decided it would work really well right here. keep wanting to add flourishes. There we go. So that was page 1. I just had that to hold that string out of my way. Alright, so as I've been working on other projects, I would have, and I mentioned this before, I would have leftover paint or random pieces of paper, and I would just take them to this journal and add them. I actually only did that for January and February. I didn't do it in March. Hopefully I'll remember to do it in April, because I like how it ends up. So like this was part of a project I worked on. At this point I can't even tell you which one, but it's one that's already out there. If I remember, I'll tag it below. Maybe I'll tag them all below, if I can remember. I should say link it below. Yeah, that's the word. Trying to get that on there nice and smooth, but it's not cooperating with me. See, so here's another day. I have some leftover paint on my desk, so we're just going to take it and smear it on. Looks like kind of a hot mess, doesn't it? Oh, and see, and that section has the little flap I was telling you about. So I tried to make them so they weren't right next to each other, and I have some folded one way and some folded another way. Not sure if that's making sense. If you want more description, tell me in the comments, and maybe I'll put it on my blog and put a link for you. Alright, that was a piece that was, I think, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, I think that is from my mission inspiration, and that was a piece that I had lost track of. So it didn't end up on there, so yeah. See, more leftover paint, and it's actually black, so it goes really well with this gray, right? And some white. I didn't have a lot of white, but there you go. These are more pieces I'm pretty sure left over from my mission inspiration project. Okay, so now I'm actually going to, and you can see I had that sticker was on a sandwich from Jimmy John's. And I saved it to put in my journal, so I stuck it on the back of my phone, made my phone really gooey. Okay, so I didn't have a lot of ephemera, so I thought I would just kind of draw my little characters using, yes, I watch everybody. This is James Burke's kind of stylized faces, and that would be my doctor and nurse for my surgery in January. And I think they turned out kind of cute. I try to keep it really simple and not add too much color. Give her some brown eyes. Though I couldn't tell you what color her eyes were. Okay, I had a few nurses. There was a lot of people in there. There we go. And I know he has brown hair. Okay, yeah, the syringe is green because they had to do a lymph node biopsy, so they put radioactive stuff in the site, well, on the top of my head actually, and watched it drain through my lymph nodes. So that's what the green represents. Trying to give her a little eyeshadow. There we go. Alright, so I cut them out sticker style, which I'm really liking right now. And I have already glued some of the stuff on for my book, that first page. Sorry you didn't see it. And we're going to glue the doctor and nurse in here. There we go. Trying to figure out where to put that. It was the only place I could think of, and he's already glued down, so snipping it off. There we go. This is plastic, so I didn't think the glue stick would hold it down. So I'm hoping the Aleene's Tacky will do it. I'm always getting glue all over my fingers. Weigh it down for a minute. Alright, so that's the pages for January. So yeah, those are all places I went out to eat. And then my doctor. I hope you liked that. If you did like it, please hit like, feel free to share, comment, and if you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.